Hello, everyone. My name is Max, and I'm CFO for T.Loop or Thermaloop. We are a edge data center owner and operator with a mission to put a stop to the enormous heat waste within our industry. How are we then wasting 460 terawatt hours per year? Well, it all stems down to our digitalization. Digitalization approximately consumes 2% of our total electricity production today. However, by 2030, if we're going to extrapolate the growth we're seeing in AI from the semiconductors, they are warning us that it could produce as much as 25 or consume as much as 25% of our electricity production. And what does that mean then? Well, today, 2% approximately amounts to 1.8% of our total CO2 footprint. Just imagine what 25% would do to our CO2 emissions. Just 2026, we're estimating that we can surpass the aviation industry in carbon footprint just by digitalization alone. Yet, we need these computers to help us solving all of these issues, right? European Union alone is estimating that we need 14,000 edge data centers, the types that we're building, smaller ones, just to meet the computing demand. How does T.Loop fit into all of this? Well, since we're an edge data center owner and operator, we build a business model that can produce roughly 40% more revenues compared to traditional data centers while building them smaller, meaning we can place them into the cities where the computing demand will most likely be the largest, thus creating a data center that can have very short latency while still achieving similar margins as a normal data center. The growth in this market is enormous, or the market is enormous, all thanks to cloud. Every cloud is a server somewhere, and that's hosted somewhere in a data center. However, the overall market is going to reach, or approximately achieve, a growth of 15%, while the edge market is expected to reach 2.6 times that in the coming years. And thirdly, the characteristics in this market is very interesting because the last 8 years it's been a supply deficit, meaning there's a lack of power and there's a lack of data centers. Meaning, if we're seeing that explosive growth in electricity demand, what happens on the supply side? Just leave you with that thought. And by 2029, T.Loop wants to be the pioneer or dominate the Nordic edge data center market, approximately having 20 megawatts of IT capacity at a zero carbon footprint, reaching revenues of approximately 50 million euros. Where are we today? We have 2 data centers up and running. The Deck 001, the factory, is our first, and where we have proven the technology proof of concept, and Deck 002 is our first acquisition. We're closing on our second acquisition, Deck 003, in a few months, and expecting to install our technology and our hardware into that deck during the autumn. In addition to this, the last 10 months, as supply is key in our industry, we're trying to accrue as much power as possible. So we're currently mapping the power that we have with the IT customers. And all in all, we call this less carbon in computing. Thank you.